Hey peeps, welcome back. I just wanted today to talk about what I mentioned briefly in yesterday's video about Barely Average, and talking a little bit about that, what that is, and kind of what sort of content's been on that channel, and basically, I suppose kind of slightly promoting the channel, for want of a word, and seeing if it's something that you guys would be interested in, obviously, to go and check it out. So basically, Barely Average is a project that was kind of brought about. The concept of it's been with me for ages, and me and Sam always had the concept of doing videos together. That's why on an ancient channel that I doubt any of you would know about, which I had before this one with Action Movie Kid, I did make videos with Sam, and we had series that were run together. But then obviously the whole complication of meeting up and having enough equipment to actually make good quality videos was kind of the only thing that was holding us back. So really, I guess you could start to see the whole Barely Average concept at play in the Amnesia series that I did, one of the first series I did on Stardust Overlord. That was kind of where you start to see aspects of what now is Barely Average start to come into play, and to be honest, I'm quite happy with how it turned out. It basically, the idea was that we sat down one afternoon and said, look, we still want to make videos, but it'd be cool if we could do the kind of content that we both want to do, rather than kind of classing it under collaborations and stuff like that. So I thought, it'd be cool for us to have our own channel to work on together. So then basically what happened was we looked at it and said, it'll be cool to have our own channel. Oh yeah, no. And we both really agreed that that was what we wanted to do. So actually it wasn't very long after Stardust Overlord finished at all. It was actually, I'd finished making Stardust Overlord videos, must have been August, September time, and actually at the beginning of October is when we had the idea for Barely Average, about a month later. And we basically spent the whole time on that Sunday just planning out what we wanted to do. So it was like, oh yeah, we both want to do kind of gameplay and stuff together, but then also, we'd like to do other stuff, and kind of we revolved around the concept. We looked at a base model, we looked at Game Grumps and channels like that and Super Mega and stuff like that, and we said, right, what sort of stuff do we want to take from that to use in our channel? So kind of what was the basis we wanted to take from that. We looked at it and we were like, right, okay, we wanted to take the whole the whole duo gameplay thing. Right, okay, that's a basic concept, a lot of people do that, so okay, we'll take that concept. What other concepts did we want to adapt? So we also looked into elements of kind of a laid back, no camera approach. So we went with that because the whole, also, not only did we not want to have to go with the whole faff, but actually one of the things I really enjoy about Barely Average is we could look like garbage. I mean, our hair could be blur, we could literally look like we've just woke up and look terrible. But providing that the audio is really good, it doesn't really matter. So that's something I really liked about Barely Average. And one of the first videos we did was Barely a Podcast, which is the first podcast, shows basically the origins of the channel. Went through like loads of different names, and you can find out on there exactly how we came up with the name Barely Average. But once we kind of decided this name, we basically started adding ideas to it. Sam started drawing up, because he's very good at artwork, he started drawing up the icons, the kind of banner for the channel, that sort of stuff. And we kind of came to the result that we were really happy with. We started making videos, and it's been one of the happiest probably one of the single most projects that I've enjoyed doing in terms of making any kind of YouTube videos, anything like that. As a whole, it's been really good fun. I've really enjoyed it. I have kind of learned to adapt now. We're starting to kind of get more guests on the show, and we'll kind of have separate shows. So at the moment, I've been kind of working with other people to do kind of what we class as the as the kind of guest shows, which are called Barely a Plus One, which can be where basically we add on new people. It doesn't have to be like, for the most part, it's only been myself with these new people, because it's kind of been quite difficult recently in terms of timing for myself and Sam to kind of sit down and record. So recently I've kind of had to adapt that approach a little bit to kind of provide enough content, because otherwise it wouldn't have any, and also because at the end of the day it kind of diversifies it a little bit. I mean, I'd be just as happy making only barely average videos, but it's nice to kind of diversify and stuff. And yeah, and currently at the moment I'm working with Emma from Overtime, who's basically working on icons, rebranded icons for us, and some of the new guests that we've got coming on the channel. So it's all coming together quite well, and I'm quite happy with it. I was originally basically doing 2 videos a day, but as of the time that I sat down and decided I wanted to bring back Stardust Overlord, I definitely knew, I was already thinking I'm gonna have to bring it back to 1 video a day, because I can't make that much, I can't edit that much. But then I was like, oh, you know, I could probably, if I bring that down, I could probably get away with making Stardust Overlord videos as well. But yeah, no, so it's a channel I'm really happy with. The links and stuff are going to be on screen in the description for you to go check it out. And here are some snippets of barely average videos. So yeah, hope you enjoy.
I'm gonna name him Sausage, with like spelled like S-O-I-G.
Sausage.
Sausage.
I ain't gonna remember.
Sausage. I hope you find that photo when you edit it. Put that as the
fucking picture you had as your freaking WhatsApp picture for so fucking long.
It was so fucking
and it just made me laugh every time I looked at it.
Sausage. Just put it up every time I say it. Oh my god.
Hilda. Oh, she's got 3 around her neck.
Yeah. Okay, that's not a good voice for her. Think about it. Think about it. Do a pleasant voice. Do a pleasant voice so that the capture is at least a little bit thankful that we're not breaking it. Okay, let's bring it. Fucking hell. What's this? Oh.
She's gonna die as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, okay, yeah, fair enough. It's up to me that you want to snack of my adorable Jen Tompkins. Wow. Oh. She
and I called her Daisy!
She a cutie. She a cutie.
That's why you should sit here and I should sit on
No, I'm good. I'm comfortable.
Well, so you're hearing it in delay, by the way.
No, it's fine. I don't need to hear it. Hearing it's fine. Would you fuck off? Would you fuck off?
Mason!
My springy boy!
What are you doing? I'm springing. No, son!
No, Dad.
You came... That's my springy boy! That's my son!
Somebody touch my spring boy! Oh, yes.
I'm free. I love you, Dad. Fuck off, I'm a springy son. Look at him.
Oh, well, I brought coffee. And she's just like, go away, Dad.
No, it's the fact that he looks...
Yeah, he's like, hey. Look at his wife, though. His wife is like, oh my god! Her skirt is completely flipped inside out.
How the fuck does that even work?
She is at the complete mercy of the winds. The ship is at the complete mercy of the winds, Captain!
Fucking hell!
She's at the complete mercy of the winds. The winds only grow stronger too as the storm draws closer.
When the fuck did this become Sea of Thieves?
Why are you looking at me like that? What's wrong with you? I think she have bigger problems than what I am doing.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the finale, and hope you love it. And Sam's going to try a really big comeback now.
I'm going to come on your back. Oh, that's gross. Anyway, I hope you die in a small pit of flames and anger. You know what? I'm going to... Yes! Yes! Die!
Okay, I think I'm good.
I remember a long time to eat a biscuit. I ate a biscuit.
My eyes are watering, man.
Well.
Yeah, it's watering because I'm so beautiful. So I hope from the kind of clips that you just saw that you kind of found something you might enjoy. And if you did, you know, that's really good, and I'm glad that it's seeming that there's content there that people are going to enjoy. And if it is something you want to see more of, obviously go and check out the channel. It's quite new and upcoming. I haven't got a lot of subscribers when you compare it to a channel like this, even though this channel is quite small. So please, if it is something you enjoy, I'm going to be having obviously just as much content on there as I am on here. So obviously if you want to see more content, particularly more collaboration stuff, which I think is some of the best content I've put on this channel, go and check out Barely Average, because it's full to the brim of all of the best aspects of basically all the collaboration stuff I've done. If it's something you enjoy and you want to see long term, then obviously please, you know, subscribe, leave likes in the video, send any comments for kind of suggestions of stuff you want us to try and do going forward. Because I do kind of check through and read all that stuff, and I am really open to suggestions, providing they're reasonable and it's something that we can kind of facilitate. I mean, kind of as a result of Barely Average, I've got new microphones, which is already going to provide better audio kind of quality and stuff. But yeah, no, it's both these projects are something that I kind of want to run going into the future. But yeah, thank you guys for sticking around. Again, I hope you're going to look forward to all the content that I've got both on this channel, and if you're, you know, going to enjoy Barely Average and all the content obviously we've posted on there and are going to be posting shortly, if it's something that you've enjoyed and you're looking forward to, then please, you know, leave a like, leave a comment. I do greatly appreciate it. And yeah, if you're new to the channel and you want to stick around, be sure to subscribe. Every kind of little does help for this channel, and it does kind of boost me to kind of keep striving to make better stuff. Yeah, thank you guys for sticking around and sticking with me and the support you've given me. I do really appreciate it, and hope you all have an awesome day, and I'll catch you in the next video. So until then, see ya.